Japhet, it's great to speak to you. My name's Adam. I'm calling you all the way from Malaysia. Have you ever been to this part of the world?
I have been to Malaysia. We went on a tour in I think 2015. We went to go play in the tournament there. So I have been to Malaysia. Yeah.
Do you have good memories of being here? Did you like the climate? Because obviously it's very humid.
I'm not really a big fan of the heat, so it was a bit hard for me. But it was some nice things we saw there. Some nice some nice places in Malaysia.
Yeah, we'll certainly be happy to have you back once again. Speaking of, I was going to ask this later on, but speaking of playing for the youth system and coming up through the ranks at Tottenham, I went through your Instagram and there's not many posts, but your very first one was a goal. You've taken it off YouTube, I think. It might be against Chelsea. I don't know. It was a team in blue. Can
Oh
we
no.
see more goals in the future?
It wasn't Chelsea. It was in a tournament in Latvia. I think I was playing centre half, and I just took a left foot strike, and it went in. I do want to add goals into my game, and so that's obviously definitely something I want to do, and I think yeah, hopefully you can see more goals in the future. Possibly from set pieces and stuff. So obviously anything to help the team win, I'd love to add to my game.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. I mean, it was a great strike. You're from just after the halfway line. I mean, it's very, very impressive. But I want to know, in your opinion, what is your greatest attribute? Because there's so many strong elements to your game. And I was looking at that preseason goal against Arsenal, which Son Heung-min Son scored. And your persistence made that goal. And I think maybe that's your greatest strength, your determination and your persistence.
I would say so. I think from young I've always just been aggressive, and I think a lot of coaches have seen that. And yeah, I'll probably put aggression as one of my strongest attributes. As I'll put up there with 1v1 defending and stuff. So definitely, yeah, aggression is definitely something I'll put up there with my strongest attribute.
How do you balance aggression, being overly aggressive to the point you might find yourself getting booked by the referee, and just keeping it within the margins?
I think it's just through experience. I think definitely when I was younger, there were moments where I was a bit too aggressive, and then there are red cards and yellow cards that do come up. But I think yeah, through experience, just understanding the right time and when to do and recognizing when to do and when not to do it. So yeah, just through experience, really.
Who did you look up to when you were growing up? I mean, who were your idols? Was there anybody at Tottenham?
Um, the To be fair, when I first was watching football, it was Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo was like my idol. I know I don't play in the same position, but I just loved him. And then as well, Nemanja Vidic was someone I looked up to. And then when I got into playing with Tottenham, Ledley King and Michael Dawson were those who I looked up to because they played in my position. The way they were as old school defenders, putting their bodies on the line, and I like to think that of myself as well. That I'm that kind of player. So those are the kind of players I looked up to.
It's great examples. And now you're going to be playing against Ronaldo when Tottenham face Manchester United. How about that?
Yeah, obviously I played against him before when we went on a pre-season tour with Juventus, and even that seeing him in the tunnel was surreal. And again, I don't think I'll ever get over it. If I ever see him again when he plays for United, I'm a big fan of him. And honestly, for any kid who's looked up to him, it's a great moment to be able to witness someone who's achieved so much in the game like that, and who's still at the top of his game. So yeah, it will be an amazing feeling to see him again.
Yeah. And it's obviously it'll be a great dream to play against Ronaldo again in a competitive environment. But what about the personal dream of playing for Tottenham? I rewatched the documentary, and in it you said that you were scouted by Chelsea as a young boy, but you're at Spurs. You chose Spurs. I mean, your home where your mother was living was 2 miles from the stadium when you made your debut. I'm not sure if you're still there or not, but 2 miles, it's really close to your heart.
Yeah. When I got scouted first for Chelsea, and then obviously it didn't work out, and thankfully it led me to being here. And like I said, growing up near to the stadium, and playing around the area there as well. So it's kind of like a dream come true for a local boy to play for their local team, and to play in the Premier League is an amazing feeling, and honestly I will cherish it for the rest of my life.
Your debut, your Instagram page has even got its own highlighted story thingy majig. Premier League debut. So I clicked it, of course. That game, Liverpool. What was it like for you? What were the emotions going through your head and your heart? Again, the documentary, you said you shed a tear or two, but Sound like you had to refocus.
Yeah, I'm just like waking up in the morning of the game. Like it literally hit me that I was gonna make my Premier League debut against Liverpool, and I just kind of started tearing up, because it's everything I've been waiting for, and it was kind of tears of joy and tears of fear, because it was kind of like, it's a game that if I play well, my life can change. If I don't play so well, maybe things can go differently for me. It was mixed emotions, but I just shed a tear, but like I said, going into the game, I had to focus, and there's a reason why the manager chose me to play that game, and he asked for me to do a job, and that's what I was there to do. And honestly, like to make my debut against Liverpool at home, against pretty much they were the champions they weren't the champions at that time, but going in to be they were champions, like it was an amazing feeling, and I'll never forget it.
You've only gone from strength to strength, and Jose Mourinho was a manager at the time. What influence did he have on your still very young career?
No, he had a lot. I'll always be thankful for him, and not only him, Pochettino as well, who gave me my actual debut, to my first professional game. I'll be grateful to all of them, because they gave me the opportunity, like I said, to play for Tottenham, and like I said, growing up from 2 miles from the stadium, it's always been my dream, ever since I signed for the academy to play for Tottenham. So I appreciate everything they've done for me, and I'm thankful for the opportunity they gave me. And like I said, I always remember that for that.
What has Nuno brought to the side? Every manager will have a different philosophy. You talked about Pochettino there. You talked about Jose Mourinho. Well, there's only one man in charge of Tottenham Football Club, Nuno Espirito Santo.
I think he's brought a togetherness with the team. I think you can see through our performances against City and Wolves, where we've probably had to dig in a lot. You can see there's a lot more togetherness with the team, where we're working together, we're defending as a group, and we have a bit more belief in terms of just defending and attacking and passing, and there's just a bit of togetherness. That's what I feel from my side. That's what I see, and I think he's brought also a calmness and calmness and togetherness with the team is what I would say.
How does Nuno implement togetherness in a squad? You all know each other. You're all familiar, apart from the new signings, of course. But how does he do that? How does he change things in that sense?
I think by recognizing relationships, and recognizing people working together, and definitely communicating, and yeah, like I said, you can't win a game by yourself on a football pitch. You need a team, and I think that's what he's implemented. That's that we need to work together. When things aren't going good, we need to stay together. When things are going good, we stay together. We recognize each other's strengths, and then just work together. So that's really what he's added to us.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big game this weekend, always special, a bit of a London derby. Not quite up there with the rivalry, of course, with Arsenal, but still always special. But there's always that extra issue of the international break, because players might get injured, they might pick up a minor knock, they might not be available because of quarantine. So what are you expecting this weekend?
The same as how we've approached every single game, is to try and win, to try and get 3 points, and every game is important, and that's our mindset, to just go into this game with the plan that we need to beat Palace, and that's just our mind. That's just our approach, to just approach the game with 100%, or else anything less, then we're gonna make it hard for ourselves. So just approaching the game with 100%, and focusing on trying to get the 3 points.
I think I have about a minute left, and I need to know how do you like to unwind? Because I know you're 22. I know that, but you speak like someone who's much older, much more experienced, much more mature than your years. And I'm not sure what you do to relax.
So funny enough, normally play PlayStation really, or watch some TV, watch series, go out with my friends, go bowling and stuff, spend some time with my family, like my girlfriend. That's just really what I do. Just like you said, just chill, unwind. That's it. Not anything crazy, but that's just me. Just cool, calm, and relaxed. And when I go home after training or a game.
Exactly like you are on the pitch. What do you play, by the way? Tell me. What are you going to beat me on?
Unfortunately, I haven't got the PS5 yet. I've been waiting, so I'm just still on the PlayStation 4, but. I just play FIFA or Pro Clubs with my boys, or Fortnite or a bit of 2K, but yeah, that's really me.
Nice. All right. I hope you're not as competitive and aggressive in the online world as you are on the pitch, because if you are, I'm backing off. Okay, I'm 5'8". I don't stand a chance. Japhet, thank you very much for taking the time, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.